It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Pats and the Lions, next on EA Sports.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They're squaring off against With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. First carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then Charles, he threw one in through the air for good measure.
Yeah, you know you have to account for him in all situations. I mean, we know he can run the heck out of the football. You just noted what he did. But how about him being able to get out of the backfield, catch it, and get into the end zone as well?
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Throwing Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that when they knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by Malik Willis, the rookie who started his college career at Auburn and finished with the Liberty Flames.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Second down throw coming by Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They run for the first time here with Rashad White. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. To throw again on second down. Willis. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 9 yards that time. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On first down, Willis. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They run straight ahead here with White. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long. Here's Willis, third and long. Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
So if they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On second and 9, Jones slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Harris running straight ahead. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass. I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire. He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire, all the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way, and he kept calling the plays that were working over and over, and they really didn't stop him. Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? Here's 2nd and 9. Opting to run again here with White. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On 3rd down, it's Willis. He completes it right side to White. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, but they will have to punt it down. You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him? No. I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, this is Harris. He finds some open field here. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 37-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jones now on 3rd down. Finding Harris over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead. And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
We all knew how talented an athlete Malik Willis was coming out of Liberty, but lost in his running ability was simply how powerful an arm he has as well. There's not a throw in the playbook he doesn't have the strength to make. It's all about how well he can place those throws. Between that arm and his legs, his ceiling, easily one of the top ones in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, it's White. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
White is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Jones. Flush to his right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They run for it with Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Lions will take over. First and 10, Willis. Connection made with Chenault. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Again, it's Willis to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jones throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the gum, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL
here in Week 5. We'll start up in Orchard Park, a couple of blue-collar cities doing battle. Pittsburgh at Buffalo. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Damian Pierce, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Patrick Mahomes, terrific in the victory, as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And right now they have...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Lions first down.
First down, here's White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They keep it on the ground. White again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Willis. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Willis. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Again, Willis to throw. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
On the give, this is Harris. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We tend to get those running backs that are slashers and all that credit, but how many guys were maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Jones. And he'll just get rid of it. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 42 yards. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New England's offense set to go. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Jones got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. And the ball is knocked out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll run. Here's Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the tack and run.
Brandon, you know that quarterback's protecting himself. I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Then march to the end zone the last time out.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Third down, it's Willis. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Buffalo did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Jones. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 38, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They start the drive with White. Oh, what a move. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Opting to run again here with White. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw, here's Willis.
Dancing to his left.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Willis looking to throw it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis. And he slings one that's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Willis looks to pass it here. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson on the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Takes it at the 7th. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Delay of game,
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. They hand this off to Harris. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Willis to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled it by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for New England, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.